So we're heading in to the final project for stage makeup. And this week, I don't have a technique to show you. You have learned how to use wax, you've learned how to blend, you've learned how to work with colors, you've learned how to stylize your features, you've worked with, hopefully at this point, some latex, some dimensionality, you've worked with spirit gum, you've been doing a lot of stuff. The challenge this week is one for creativity. Fantasy is a really big category. So, I mean, it could be traditional fantasy. You could make yourself a dryad or an elf or some kind of fantastical creature. Mermaids are super popular. But you could also go in a horror direction. You can go in a science fiction direction. You could be a movie creature, like the Grinch, or one of the blue Avatar people, or, you know, Deadpool. Whatever. What I want from you is really two things. I want ambition, and I want creativity. So, because I'm not giving you a ton of guidelines, because this is so open-ended, what I'm asking all of you to do before you settle on what you're doing for your makeup, I want you to consult with me. Now, you know, I can meet you in WebEx whenever. We have the Discord. I'm on Facebook. We can do email. It's a little slower, but all of those are options. So you need to make sure you reach out to me and we talk before you do this makeup. Because you might have an idea and you're not sure how to do it. You're not sure if you have the resources, or you think you have the resources, but you're not sure on the technique. This is going to be really individual. So when I talk about sufficient scope, what are some things that might make this of a sufficient scope? Well, one of them is the use of different advanced techniques, in particular dimensionality. So if you are going to do, say, a Cyclops, it's a lot more ambitious and a lot more appropriate at this point in the semester to create a three-dimensional eye on your forehead. You can make that out of putty, you can make that out of latex. There's both valid ways. You could get a marble, right, and then use latex to hold the marble. Whatever. You can go full Klingon. You know, that's a lot of face. But having dimensionality. There's also ways to go really creative and editorial fantasy without necessarily using the wax or the latex. I have seen some really cool designs that integrate sequins or rhinestones or flowers to build up and build out the face. So there's other ways to be dimensional than the stuff that's in your kit. So you could go a little non-traditional with what's dimensional. Another thing that can be really effective and really ambitious is optical illusion, where, say, you're doing a mouth that actually goes down onto the throat, right? So it's this big open mouth with terrible teeth. Optical illusion requires stylization and also really, really clean application. In that same vein, you might look at adapting certain art styles. For example, doing one of those pop art dot printed comic faces, or doing like Picasso all messed up face, or doing Starry Night, getting like really ambitious with replicating an art style. So precision, dimensionality, optical illusion. All of these are ambitious and creative things. I have linked a bunch, I mean far too many YouTube videos on Blackboard for you to look at. Maybe you'll get inspiration. If you're struggling for inspiration, because, you know, we got a lot of stress going on, all the more reason to reach out and talk to me. I'll throw some ideas your way. We'll talk back and forth. We'll come up with a plan. Our final exam, as scheduled on the university calendar, is May 4th. So that is a Monday. And I am giving you, I know it's usually Sunday, but I'm going to give you through May 4th to get your final done. Also due on May 4th, we've talked about this before, but it's easy to lose track. Also on May 4th, you need to turn in your makeup morgue. You can organize your makeup morgue as a PowerPoint. You can do it, copy and paste it onto a Word file. You can do it on Pinterest. What you need to make sure of, no matter what format you're using, I know what pictures line up with what category, because I need to count and make sure that the numbers are all there. So on Blackboard, there's a layout of the bare minimum of pictures you need for each category. So you can either copy and paste them into a document. You should have some of these already. You've researched animals, you've researched noses, you've researched age, you've researched time periods. Some of this stuff you already got. You just have to organize it. If you have questions about the makeup morgue or questions about the final design, absolutely do not hesitate to reach out to me. Remember, I do live here. I mean, I can't go anywhere. I do get groceries once every 2 weeks, but I'll get back to you if you get me when I'm getting milk, okay? So I'm really looking forward to seeing your creativity and how much you can run with this and impress me, because I know I've got a lot of really creative and ambitious students in this class with a lot of talent, and you've had a lot of growth. So I'm really looking forward to see what you can do. And I think you're going to be surprised. Well, maybe not surprised, but I think you're going to be proud of the look you're going to put together for this final project. Thanks. I'm looking forward to talking to you.